Coach, congratulations, a conference championship to take back on the West Liberty. Your thoughts on today's game and the entirety of the tournament?
Just so humbled to be sitting up here, have the opportunity to do this. We talk all the time about it's moments like this is the reason that we do this. And playing college basketball is not easy. It's a lot of ups and downs, and it's hard work, and there's heartbreak involved. But if you're fortunate enough that you can cut the nets down and enjoy moments like this, it makes it all worth it. So, unbelievably proud of my team. They did everything we asked them to do here in the last 3 weeks, and I am just so pleased that they get an opportunity to enjoy this.
Lynn, I feel like we've been having the same conversation, but defensively, just special today.
Yeah, and I don't think we played that well in the first half, and we got in foul trouble, and we had 3 of our kids down with 2 fouls, but we managed to hang in and stay in the game there in the first half. It didn't get away from us, and you know, what more can you say about the team defense we played in the second half? They shot 21%, and that's been a constant now for 4 or 5 straight games. So let's hope we can continue to still guard people if we're fortunate enough to get in the NCAA tournament.
What were some of the things you were doing specifically, especially in the second half, just to get them quickly out of sorts?
I think it started with Liz Flowers on Martha Nagby, who was just an incredible player. And Liz her job was to kind of take her out of the flow and force her to catch the ball a little bit higher. And then when you get the human eraser sitting back there in the back with Kiki, you know, we try to funnel people to her, but it just wasn't those 2 kids. You know, our other kids, when they were in a position of help defense, you know, to pinch in just to touch and show yourself, I thought it was probably the most intelligent half we've played the whole season defensively.
Lynn, you mentioned the foul trouble in the first half. How about Bree Kamara? I mean, she battled injuries, and even when she came back from those injuries, she had been playing sparingly, and she really picked you guys up in the first half.
Well, that's what makes this game so interesting. You just don't know when something like that's going to happen, and I don't even know if you guys are aware of it, but Bree had a knee surgery, and it took forever to get back, and she only had 2 field goals since she's been back going in today's game. But sure enough, when we had kids out of the game with foul trouble, who steps up? And I think she had 8 or 10 points there in the first half, and we weathered that storm. And but that's just like a lot of our kids. Someone has stepped up at the right times, and that's what you need to do. You do it collectively, and we've just been fortunate enough here in the last couple of weeks to do it at the right time.
Hillary, your team is up 3 still. You take a 3-pointer at the shot clock buzzer, you nail that. Then a few possessions later, you get the good bounce on the 3, and then all of a sudden you're up by 9. Take us through those shots and just how big they were.
You know, I'm not the most confident 3-point shooter, but you know, when we were down first half, and you know, as a senior, again, you kind of see your career ending, you know, if you don't do something. So, you know, my thought process was just, you know, shoot it and hopefully it goes in. But I mean, they felt great leaving my hand, and it was, I don't know, it was so, I think it was luck maybe, but I was very happy.
I know it was going as soon as I came.
Apparently 25 assists on 30 baskets. I mean, were the passing lanes just that wide open, or did they just seem that wide open, you guys said?
I mean, I give all the credit to just my team because they run up and down on the floor, and I'm able to just pass it to them whenever they're open.
You know, how rewarding is this for you to go everything you've gone through injury-wise this year and to leave as a tournament champion? How great is that?
It is indescribable. It's something you work for. You know, I've been in college now for 5 years, and this is the first championship I've gotten, and it's the best feeling. It is incredible.
How tough has that been for you this season, this battle of injuries, and have some, we're told you're going to be done, and here you are?
So much adversity I went through this season, and you know, it's such a blessing to be here. You know, I thought I was done, you know, mid-season, early season, and it is amazing to be even able to play, let alone win a championship. So I couldn't be more happy for my team.
Then you guys made a killing down here on a specific play. where generally it was either Kylie or Liz driving to the basket and then bouncing it down on the block to Kiki. How does that play keep being wide open time after time?
Well, we shoot the ball so well from the perimeter that eventually they start hugging tight. They've got to take the three-point line away from you, and then, you know, we've got some kids that can put the ball on the floor. So we just tell Kiki, hang out down there and wait and convert, and she does. That's why she's a 60% shooter for her career.
Kiki, everybody in the Wheeling area knows what type of player you are. What does it mean for you personally to come down here in front of everybody? Do you kind of feel like this was your coming out party?
It sure feels like it. I don't know. I gotta give Kai and the rest of my team a lot of credit. He's always told me I've been a role player and I know what I'm supposed to do, and they make it really easy for me most of the time.
And you know what's crazy, and I'm going to pick up on what she just said. There's almost a negative connotation to role player. But the way that we play the game, a lot of our kids are role players. Kylie's a role player. Hillary's a role player. Like, we try to let them do what they do best. So I think it's one of the nicest things you could say about somebody. And, you know, Kiki's not going to be the kid that's going to take 20 shots a game, but she's always anchoring that defense and rebounding the basketball and keeping the ball alive. And, you know, we guard people like that, and her value and work to our team, you couldn't even put a value on it.
Blaine, you were lucky enough to, win a number of these right in a row there. Having to wait another 11 years, what does this mean to you personally?
Well, I told him after the game that as you get older, I think you even appreciate things more and more. And we were so ultra successful there in one time where it was like it's a given. You know, you just assume you're going to go win a championship. And then little things happen, a bad break here or there, and you don't win one for a while. So, but for me, and I've told him this, I got sick of hearing that speech, I've got the rings and I've cut the nets down. I wanted it for them. Like it's their opportunity. So, very proud.
And it's pretty remarkable that, given everything that's going on, this is the year you guys finally get it done again.
Yeah, and I can still remember where I was when I got the call and said, Hillary's done. It's torn. She's done for the season. So then we turn around 2 months later, we're setting up here at the championship.
Was that an ACL or what else?
What he's referring to is I tore my plantar fascia in my foot.
Oh, gosh.
So.
And how many times have you practiced?
Not a lot.
Like we don't practice. We can't practice.
It only hurts to walk, doesn't it?
Coach Mandy still doesn't have the auto berth in the room, and you guys have any worries at all?
I don't want to jinx myself, but if we're not one of the best 8 teams in the region, then we need to figure out a better way of picking